What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Work Knife Balance. We got a quick unboxing we're going to be doing today. This is one from the Pass Around group. I believe this one came from Stafford's EDC, so big shout out to him for sending this one over. If you haven't been to the channel before, please feel free to hit that like and subscribe button down below. And it's just a great way to support us. You can also head over to Instagram and subscribe and like to our Work Knife Balance 939 account. If you send us anything for review or anything, we'll send you a sweet sticker with your knife back. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox this off screen because I did not use a Sharpie on the other side to block out any of my information or Stafford's information. So I'm going to go ahead and do this over here. I don't 100% know what this is. I know Stafford reached out and just wanted to verify the address before he sent this over, but I forget which one this is. There's not many that I have. Oh, okay. Okay, I very much remember now. All right. I am really excited to get into this one for sure. Our unboxing knife was the Remet Peacock. It was just something I grabbed real quick off the desk to go with the unboxing today. So wasn't necessarily something I carried. Just I keep this one active and easy to use around. Just super cheap Amazon knife. So yeah. Anyways, let's get to the real nitty gritty of the goods right here. This is going to be a quiet carry knife, and I have been very interested in quiet carry for a little bit now. Their designs are really cool. They've got a kind of like a niche following from a group of designers and a couple group of enthusiasts like myself as well. So go ahead and get this one out here. Let's go ahead and get the knife out. So this is the quiet carry Drift, if I remember correctly. And oh, so snappy, so snappy. And look at that action. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and get this box and this stuff over to the side. This is, like I said, not my knife. This is through the Pass Around. I forget who in the Pass Around actually owns this knife and they're sending it around, but big shout out, thank you very much. There's a couple really cool things about this knife. One, it's a company that I've never been able to handle, so I haven't held a quiet carry before, and I'm really excited to get this in hand and just kind of look at the material, the quality, and everything. But two, this Drift specifically is LC200N, if you can see right there. That's the blade steel for this one. So a super corrosion resistant blade steel made for super salty conditions, for salt water. This would be a great knife for up here where I'm at now in the Pacific Northwest, right off the coastline. This would be a really good knife for a mariner or a mariner who's going to be heading out and working on sea ships and stuff like that. I think the LC200 steel is just fantastic for stuff like that. It's what it's made for. It's for those salty conditions. So yeah, right off the bat, I would say super snappy. Really love that about it. The ergos feel fantastic on this knife, and there's just an amazing action. I don't know if people in the Pass Around have been putting some sweetness on that detent there, or if it's just still holding true to how great it is. It sounds so nice when it closes too. You get that little clink right at the end. Oh, I really like that. This is a really good knife. So you've got the contoured G10 on one side. It's going to have the black and the blue to it, as well as they put like a diamond texturing to it. So you can kind of see that there's like a diamond pattern texturing to it. Very similar, if not the same, of what they did on the titanium on this side right here, just through the G10. And it feels really good. It's a little bit rougher, but not bad. Not like it's not uncomfortable roughness. It gives you a good grip as well. And then I like that they did their jimping with a little gap there. They've got a jimp gap there. A lot of times you see jimping start here and only go to about where this one starts. The jimping's in a really good spot for my thumb personally. The size of the knife is pretty decent, I'd say. I don't have my measuring tool. I'd say this is probably a 7.5 to 7 3/4 inch knife. The handle itself is a good size for an average hand. I wear a size large glove, and this fits good in my hand. It's not massive. There's not a ton of extra room, so if you've got a big hand, this may be feel a little small for you, it may feel a little tight, and there's really nowhere to choke up. That would be the one thing I would say fix. You got like a 50-50 choil that comes up and then just gets cut off right there. Make that choil a little bigger, or do something so if you got a bigger hand you can choke up. That would be my one suggestion there. But other than that, there's a lot of really cool things that they did in this knife. But before we get too far into so much more of that, let's do some comparisons, some side by side, which is some common knives. Same ones that we always do on this channel. We'll go ahead and start with the Ontario Rat 1 up top, and then we'll do the Ontario Rat 2 down below. By the way, I'm getting a new Rat 2, and I'm really excited for it. When that one comes in, we'll be doing a pretty sweet unboxing. But anyways, there is the Rat 1 and the Rat 2 right there next to the Quiet Carry Drift. The Drift is definitely in that mid-size range. It's going to be a full knife, but not a big knife like the Rat 1. So you can see it's bigger than that Rat 2, but definitely not quite in that big knife category that the Rat 1 is going to be right there. We'll go ahead and pull out the Spyderco Para 2 and Para 3. Put the Para 2 up top, Para 3 down below. And I'd say one of your best handle comparisons right there is going to be the Para 2. Sorry, my bad. You get a little bit on the end there. The Para 3 is just a little bit smaller from my eyes and what I'm looking at. So with that, I'd say you're right in between. It's a little bit bigger in handle size to the Para 3, a little bit smaller than the Para 2. So gives you some good side-by-side comparison. We'll check centering, and as expected, dead center there, so that's pretty good. I don't know what the blade stock is going to be, but it looks like it's got a decent stock. I would say it's not a thick stock by any means, but it's not like a thin, super slicey stock. The LC200 is not only the blade, but I believe Quiet Carry did that for the liners on this. So they've got LC200 liners in the G10, as well as a little bit of in the hardware, I think, if I remember right, just to keep it super corrosion resistant through and through. Yeah, so that is one of the really cool things. This also comes in a couple different variations. So they have the LC variation with the LC200, but they also have a Vanix and a Vanix Super Clean variation that you can get it in as well. These are anywhere, depending upon the variation and style that you get, they're going to be anywhere from $250 to like $350, I believe. You can get them in full titanium. You can get them with different G10s, different patterns, different blade steels, obviously. So it kind of varies. I believe they are available. They do sit on ceramic ball bearings as well, so it's got a nice whippy detent, good action as it comes out there through it. With it sitting on the ceramic ball bearings, you see that perfect shut action as it comes through, and that blade just kind of mechanically drops in there. You can let it come to your nail, and then just, yeah, that is absolutely beautiful. I wonder if there's a weight difference from the Vanix to the LC200. Probably not, or at least not too much that you can tell. This has got a really big, deep flat grind on here. Other than that, you've got a G10 backspacer for this version right here. And then they did give you a lanyard hole that pops out through the G10 backspacer right here. So if you want, you can have a lanyard hanging off there if you have. It is not ambidextrous the way they did their deep carry pocket clip. It is only one side, so you can only carry it right-handed. I don't love necessarily how the pocket clip sits on the lock bar, but it doesn't seem to affect it at all. It looks like it's got actually a pretty good adjustment to it, so it's not going to be affecting the lock bar. Personally, just would rather it not be on it at all, but if it's not going to affect it, like this isn't really messing with it all, then I guess there's no worry to it. I'm curious what these 4 dots on both sides are for, if that's something Quiet Carry. I know it's something that Quiet Carry does on a couple of their knives. And on the Quiet Carry 9 has dots on it as well. But I'm wondering what the 4 dots are for. If you know, feel free to throw that down in the comments, because I would love to know what those 4 dots are for. Another really cool feature, if you look at the lock bar access here, they did some sweet chamfering in this little finger anchor point, rivet point as well, so you have easy lock bar access, and then the lock bar itself is chamfered too, so you can kind of get a little crowning over there, so it makes it really easy to get in, and it doesn't give you any sort of like pinch points or anything like that, which is fantastic. There is a little bit of a crowned spine to it as well. There's not sharp edges, but I don't believe it's, I wouldn't say it's a rounded spine. It's just kind of, the edges are a little bit kind of shaved off and shimmered there too. Other than that, there's not a ton to talk about it. A little bit of micro milling that you can kind of see the lines through there, as well as with the G10 diamond pattern, and then the diamond pattern on the back here. So they only added texturing where they felt it was necessary. So it looks like there's texturing on the back to get really good grip here, and then that jimping up top. Really good ergo knife front and forward grip. Texturing doesn't do much to like get in the way with the grip at all, so I like that. This would be fantastic for gloves because it's going to catch. If you're running it on your skin, that does start to get a little annoying because it is that diamond pattern with the G10 isn't the softest, but it's not bad. It's going to feel pretty good in hand, I would say. So yeah, there's not much else to say about this. I'm really excited I had a chance to take a look at this one. I'll be passing this one on in the group as well. I don't know exactly who this one goes to next, but I will be passing this one on, and I'm excited that I had a chance to take a look at this. I will probably have to get my hand on a couple more quiet carries because this is for the offering, the LC200 titanium, the milled clip, everything to go with it as well. Just the action. I mean, this one's a $300 knife easily, and well worth it as well. So yeah, not much else. I will go ahead and link below to Quiet Carry's website since these are available. If it's a direct link to Quiet Carry, it doesn't support our channel. Any of the Amazon links do support our channel, as we are an Amazon affiliate. So we thank you very much for anything that you do from those channels and purchase of that. As always, ta-ta for now. Thanks.